But let's have a look at CBY. I have a little bit of CBY. Why not? It's a little bit of a gamble. I don't really like it, to be honest with you. But the same person who recommended Quanex to me has also recommended CBY. Oh, Darcy's here. Oh, shit, I've just started to do CBY. Let me just do this and I'll go straight on tomorrow. He recommended CBY to me just simply because he recommended Quanex last year and I didn't buy any and it went up like crazy. Even though it looked bullish, I didn't buy any. And, you know, like, I don't always like follow people, but sometimes I just take a little gamble, a really small gamble in the scale of things. It's looking shit, huh? What the fuck? Why is it looking so bad? Well, this is the issue. Yesterday I posted something on X about CBY. I didn't analyze it. That's the thing. I didn't analyze CBY. But suddenly I got a lot of people talk about it on my stream yesterday. And it was all in Dutch. Can you see my screen? Have I got it on the right screen yet? Okay. I'm just checking because I want to make sure people... Where is it? Oh, here it is. I'm trying to figure out what's going on. So I didn't look at it, unfortunately, because I didn't have time. I should have actually, because I might have sold. What was your conclusion for CBY? And then this guy, Tom Smith, says, biggest scam ever. Full-time architect, part-time trader, and investor. So that's bad. It's not good to hear. This guy, Bloed Zwiger, stop calling yourself a journalist. Each tree has a geotag attached to it. Only already absorbed CO2 is sold to customers. It's as transparent as can be via blockchain technology. They have proved you wrong already. Don't go through it again. So there seems to be a bit of a contentious debate going on here. This is in Dutch. Yeah, the market is also very enthusiastic about the project, even in this positive momentum since price action to cry. This is translation. And in the meantime, all the NX, Holland, Dutch, ex-shillers have shilled this project. Clearly a scam. Now we're here. You don't like the price action. I expect a substantive response, but thought it wouldn't come. Transparency is impossible to deny. Audits, obtaining certificates and contracts take time. I haven't actually looked at this, to be honest with you. It's a bit of an argument, huh? A little dive into the history to the founders, the FTM article, and the meaningless counter arguments of the team tells me enough. Stay away from. Honestly, Tom, I don't think it's necessary to destroy a project. I think you could just give your opinion and just let people make up their mind. Now it sounds like you're trying to destroy it. That's not cool. I've had issues with projects in the past. I've posted videos and I've moved on. Okay, and I think probably right now it's probably best that you move on. Probably, yeah. I could go back to different coins that I've gambled on and it's failed. I've made a video in the past saying this is pretty shit, and I've moved on. Basically, I didn't go back to coins and say how shit they were. I can give you examples of that. So I think it's a little bit vindictive, to be honest with you. The transparency of the already absorbed CO2 that is so this guy's really doing hard to correct him. So he's obviously defending. I like it that he's defending his project, Blodzuger. I like that, but I mean I can't tell if Tom Smits is right or wrong because I don't have any information other than his opinion. Let's see what else is written. Hold on. Where is the actual video? Let's go back. So actually it was just all this guys, two guys having a go at it. No. Anything else? No, it's just these two guys. Who is this guy anyway? Part-time trader. Like he's trying to make it in the world. He doesn't, you know, CBY is kind of I mean, it looks like a decent guy, but I think just give it up now, CBY. I don't know. I have a little bit. I'm not, it's not that much, to be honest with you. So I'm not too worried. If it goes to zero, it goes to zero. It's happened in the past. It will happen again in the future. This right now, this price action is looking pretty madly bearish, isn't it? So is this the only chart? I don't know. I don't really like their website, to be honest with you. It's called Cardify. I've looked at it before. I'm not crazy about their website. I think it's too complicated. Like, if you want a little bit of feedback from someone who analyzes market sentiment and the charts, I honestly think it's a little bit too complicated for the average user, and it's not actually loading right now. It's not good when you're doing a live stream and you're trying to show people something and it's not load up. Is that it? Don't know. Well, Cardify token. Let's have a look at the token. Market cap 3 million. It's really low market cap, huh? So, you know, it could be worth a gamble. Website. Let's go to the website. Oh, it's the same website. I don't know what I was looking at before, but it wasn't this. So this is kind of different. Did I sign in? I can't. Did I sign up? I might have signed up. Uses. I'm sure I signed up actually, because I know I can't log in. That's not my, that's my email for spam, by the way. If you're thinking, oh my god, that's his email, that's not my email. So before there was this like fancy game and you could do shit, and I can't see what I can do now. So anyway, you could log into this kind of back end, and it was very elaborate, but it was quite complicated. You could buy land, you could plant trees, and you could earn. I can't see where that is now. I guess I have to sign in and sign up. Let me just do it now quickly. Let me just try and sign in again. I'll do it on the other screen. I might have to create a new account. Let me do forgot passwords. Maybe that's all I need to do. What does it say? Failed email. Let me just create an account here. I just want to kind of go in now. I'm a bit curious as to why I can't do this, because I tried this before and I did get in. A bit confused. So I'm just using my other screen, so just bear with me. Company, I don't need company. I need to put company. What's my address? Really? Right. Oh, I hope I don't get scammed or spammed. Right, just give me a second. Just bear with me. I'm just trying to log in. It's always good to do your research when you're like investing in coins and stuff. Just kind of see what's going on. Okay. All right, I've logged in. All right, this is it. Yeah, this is kind of what I was looking at before. I'm not sure what to do actually, but you can. It looks quite nice though. It looks quite nice. it's some kind of way of buying carbon based on trees absorbing carbon from the atmosphere, which you can use to offset your net zero. So there is potential here, and it's based on the planting and geotagging of trees. But I'm really not sure how it works. So I'm just looking at this and I'm going, what do I do next? Maybe buy more CO2. I don't know. I don't really know. Like, I wish it was just like, yeah. We plant agroforestry systems in Brazil. I really don't know what to do. What's this? Watch more. Let's have a look at watch more.
Hello, and welcome to Carbify's portal. Today, we'll guide you through the portal, where companies can easily access and manage their carbon offset data. Additionally, you'll be able to view detailed data about the trees you own, making it easier to track your contributions to the environment. Step 1. Creating an account. 2. The dashboard overview. Once logged in, you'll arrive at your dashboard. At the top, you'll see your company name and your total numbers. You'll also notice sections showing your available CO2, options to buy CO2, offset CO2, buy trees, and the number of trees you currently own. In the next steps, we will zoom in on each of these areas to explain them in detail. Step 3. Managing CO2. Managing CO2. Here, you'll see step proceeding to checkout. Your purchase will reflect in your account within 48 hours. For bulk purchases, you can reach out to William at carbify.io. Step 5. Offsetting CO2. Now, let's move to the offset details you'd like on your certificate. Step 6. Buying trees. Next is buy trees. These aren't just any trees. They're agroforestry systems with significant social impact. Here, helping you. Step 7. Available trees. The available trees section shows the number of trees you currently own. You can easily track your contributions to reforestation here. Your certificate. Important features is the map at the bottom. Here, you can select filters to view all by clicking on and also send latest articles and FAQs.
All right, I kind of understand it a little bit better now. You may go from step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4, step 5. It says available CO2 is 0, so that should be something, shouldn't it? Buy more CO2. Final cost $200. I mean, I'm not gonna spend money here, but what the fuck? $200 for what? Where's the Carbify token? I just don't understand the token at the moment. Why is there? Why there should be CO2 that I can buy here? Then I can offset it. Then I can buy trees. Let's try that. Trees. Well, that's weird because in the example they had 5 and it says minimum is 100. So I think that example is a little bit outdated. Again, I don't know why I can't use Carbify. What's the point of Carbify here? Yeah. Clearly a work in progress. I'm not sure, actually. I'm looking at this. I'm a bit. It's actually, I feel like since the last time I looked at it, it's actually gone a little bit less, because I think before I was able to do more things and I could see on the map, I could see where they were kind of actively planting trees, and here I can't see shit, to be honest with you. Oh, it's its own trees. Just let me declick that. Yeah. All right, this is the information. We launched. So technically, we're still okay, aren't we? Technically, if you look at the charts, just on this log scale, yeah, you're going to feel really bearish now, aren't you? Because the prices keeps on going down while other altcoins are going up. But the reality is that technically, this is the low here. it's a 0. It's a year ago in July, 0.2377. I think the project is dead if you take the all-time low. To be honest with you, I think that would be clearly an indication that this project is finished, right? So at the moment, I'm not feeling that way, but I am seeing massive amounts of weakness here. So it is something to bear in mind. Let me just mark off the absolute all-time low on this chart. I don't know if this is the right chart either. That's something to bear in mind. So the other thing I'm going to do here, and as I said, I do have a little bit. I'm not going to add any more because I don't add to weakness. So this is something that you guys should learn. Never add to weakness, ever. You only add to strength. You never add to weakness, all right? It's just a really important lesson that anyone who's investing or trading should learn ASAP at the beginning, okay? If you see weakness, don't just add it hoping to improve your position. You just have to let it find strength, and then you can add to strength. You always add to strength. You never add to weakness, okay? If anything, when you see weakness, you're looking to cut your position, scale back your position. You're not looking to increase your position size to when you see weakness. You only do that with strength, okay? Right now, we're clearly seeing weakness. We have a downtrend that hasn't been broken yet. The price came back into the point of control there. This is the other chart. This is the other chart on Uniswap. It's still shit because it doesn't have all the data. So maybe what I want to do is go to Dex Screener, have a look at the charts there. Maybe I'll go back to MEX. I just kind of want to see if I can find the whole chart from the beginning. Here it is, Carbify. I've done it before, haven't I? I've looked at it before. The volume is ridiculously low. That's the other issue. It's a real concern, to be honest with you. Again, this is a shit chart, isn't it? Fuck me. Don't know which chart to use. It must be that one, huh? This is the one on Uniswap, but it doesn't correspond to this. This is the one I want. And it starts 19th of April 23. Let's have a look at all of them. Nope. If it's not here, that's a shame. That's it. This is the chart. That failed. This is actually the correct chart to use. If you're looking to chart this is the correct one. The point of control has moved lower from the last time I did this. Okay. So showing some signs here of life at this level. Technically, so when you look at my charts here, forget about that pitchfork. I was just kind of just seeing how the price moved in that first wave. Yeah, it was a really nice first wave. This is the wave one. Okay, I don't know where they launched, but it launched on actually, according to this, the 16th of April. You had your wave one, wave two, wave three, wave four, wave five. That was your kind of first wave, all the way from where the 0 point began here, taking us all the way up to the top of the wave. The first wave, that was an increase in value of 1,800%. Okay, so they're somewhere around 18x from the absolute low. This is a fucking deep correction. Okay, pardon my language, but you know, I like to cuss sometimes. It is what it is. Deal with it. And I use generally I use expletives for adjectives. They're really good adjectives. We've lost the point of control here, so we're seeing signs of weakness. We're in a daily downtrend. We haven't changed the downtrend yet. That being said, I think we're coming into a really important area where the price must hold, right? The invalidation is clearly going to be this pivot low here. I've marked it off here. If the price of this token goes underneath 25 cents, is it 25? No, it must be lower. Here it says low 25, but it's not. So there's something wrong with the data here. I have to zoom in. This, I think this wick is a scam wick. So I think just ignore that wick. Yeah, because it actually, technically, that wick would invalidate this move. I think you can just ignore that wick. Okay. I think that was the higher low here. And that's a scam. That's a low liquidity wick. It's quite a high volume wick. It just shows you the illiquidity of this market. But I would consider that as a low liquidity wick rather than actual true price action, because you can clearly see the price was descending like this, and so that wick for me doesn't invalidate this. Okay, so I think we're here, the low here is correct, 25 cents. Yeah, and here we put in a higher low to take us to highs. So your invalidation here, and even though the value area low is lower simply because of that shit wick, I think the reality is that if we come here now underneath 25 cents, we've invalidated this first wave. Okay, for me that would be extremely bearish, because you've invalidated this really impulsive first wave, and I'd probably be looking to for the next pump on this, I'll probably looking to exit my spot position. I won't take much of a loss. I won't dump it at the lows, but I'll be looking to exit. Really, that's a must hold level. Okay, I think if it does take that low, probably just take your money out and look for better projects. Okay, but at the moment, if you hold a higher low here, then actually you're looking at something really bullish, because you're completing your first, and so it always looks most bearish before it becomes bullish. You have to remember that. So right now we're still holding a higher low here. That's your wave one. Somewhere here, if you hold a higher low, you complete your wave two, and then you're looking for a really powerful explosive wave three. At the very least, take it to the all-time high, sorry, the golden pocket or the all-time high, but you could potentially be looking for something crazy explosive for continuation. Yeah, it is possible. And so I think people are like now looking at this and going, shit, this is really bearish. We've got another wick here, huh? Look at that wick. So that's another scam wick. So I think just ignore those wicks. What it means is that this is a low liquidity environment. Someone market sold. There weren't enough limit orders. There usually aren't on an exchange like Uniswap, because people market buy and market sells. They're not placing limit orders. There wasn't enough liquidity for the volume that exited here. It's actually quite low volume, so I'm not sure. This isn't the right exchange to consider volume levels. But on the higher time frame, on the price action, is that invalidate? No, I don't think so. I think then in this case, I know exactly what I'm looking for. I'm looking for a higher low. So now I would go to Carbify on MEXC, where you probably have more volume. Let's have a look at the volume. Yeah, the volume is much more, and it's still quite low volume, huh? Now the question is, why is that 30 here? So that doesn't make any sense. So there's a little bit of a divergence here, and I don't know why. So let me try and investigate that. Yeah, so at the moment it's 30, so there isn't divergence. You see here on this Uniswap, it went down to 27. It's not showing on Mexi. So someone sold their position on Uniswap. They should have clearly done it on Mexi because there'd be a lot more liquidity and they wouldn't get such a wick down. So that's kind of where we're at now with this token, right? So at the moment, it's still not, it's looking bearish, but it's still not taking out this low. This low here is reporting at 23.77. Maybe that's the right number. So I've said 25. Maybe this is the right number from when the first impulsive move happened. I can't see it here though. Nah. 25. Forget this number. I think 25. Okay. I don't care about what CoinMarketCap says. I think 25. It's pink, huh? It's all pink. That's my best guess. That all-time lows, and then all-time high. Let's see what it says. $8.42. Is that correct? No, it's not correct. It's shit. So that's why I think sometimes you just got to ignore. I'd say somewhere around 4.42 is correct. That's my best guess. 4.42. Let's delete this. We're definitely in a downtrend. So that hasn't changed. Mexi volume area. Let's just have a look at the volume on the different markets. So if you're watching this and you're thinking, oh, how is he doing this? You can just replicate what I'm doing on other charts. This is where the most of the volume is actually. Ascendex, Bitmax. I don't really know what that is. I can't see. I don't know where the chart is. I'm not going to bother chase it. I'll just go with MEX for now. Okay, and it's obviously not on perpetuals. Really low volume, so you kind of want the volume to go up, right? Really low liquidity. It can go down, it can go up. I think we need it to go up. If it goes up, it's going to go up really fast. They better pump their token, okay? So that's really they better pump their token, otherwise it's gonna end badly for this token. So this is what I'm thinking. I'm thinking a few things, right? We're still bullish because we're trying to put in a higher low. We can't take out the all-time low, right? At the moment, that's where we are. We've put in a bit of volume in this recent drop here. You can see that. You can actually see that we're at the value area low of this MEXC chart. So technically, we're still okay. We are really kind of teetering on the edge of the abyss, but you can see how the price is dropping and the volume is dropping off. So technically, that's bearish. That's a bullish descent. It's not as bearish as it looks. Okay, we're not getting any kind of serious absorption. There was a lot of volume here in this area, so there's an increase in volume here. Potentially there's a bit of accumulation happening here, and I think this is the test. Yeah, and so this is what I'm suggesting. Yeah, clearly the team behind this project have made a lot of money off this project, clearly. Yeah, because they've had tokens from the all-time low from 25 cents, and the price of this token has gone up to 4.2 or something dollars. And Altcoin Dream is saying you can view any chart listed on the coins page and coins page on CoinMarketCap by clicking on the pair. You can view any chart listed on the coins page I clicked on it. Oh. Like that. That's what you mean. Anyway. So clearly the team have a lot of value that they've extracted, and hold on a second. Oh, so he's saying something. Let me see if I can do it. Under the chart where it shows exchange listed, there is a column called pair. Yeah? Oh, okay. All right. All right. Who knew? Who the fuck? Wow. You learn something every day, huh? I don't usually click on links I don't recognize. I still hate charting on other platforms though. And for some reason, it doesn't have all the data, huh? So it's a bit weirder. This is really bearish. Look, increasing volume increases prices. I think at the end it's getting quite bullish because you're getting increasing volume and the price is holding. Okay, so I am feeling, even though the whole thing descent is bearish, I do think that at the end, because the price is the volume has been increasing and the price has been holding, that you are getting some massive absorption here. So the only way to know is with some kind of indicator. So let me just chuck an indicator. Let's chuck the MACD. That's the only thing I'm going to do here. Go to slightly lower time frame. Oh, that doesn't help. No, it's looking quite bearish actually. There's no love here. This whole thing's looking bearish right now. I'm trying to find signs of absorption. There's a little, look, there's a little bit of absorption here, isn't there? You can see it on the 12-hour time frame. There was selling absorption, so bearish absorption to the highs, higher highs in the MACD, lower highs in the price. Now coming into these lows, we're getting a little bit of, it's been invalidated technically because we put in a lower low on the price, but you can see a little bit of absorption here. Okay, it's not reflecting well on the higher time frame. The reality is, okay, just looking at this and going back to this chart, which is the one I'm going to use for now, the reality is that this is what I'm trying to say. Yes, it's a bit of a long video, so apologies. Whoever has invested at the beginning has made a lot of money, clearly, and they've extracted their value out of this token. Yeah, so they've made good money. If you now take out this low, this project is dead. Yeah, because you just put in a lower low at the peak of the bull season or at the beginning of the alt season. Yeah, the peak where Bitcoin has made a higher high. At the moment, the project isn't dead. The project is just correcting. It's correcting to as low as it can get. Yeah, when market sentiment is at the lowest, is the best opportunity to buy because you have a small risk to reward ratio. So right now, if the price goes down 18 or 19%, you're risking, on a spot position, you're risking about 19% of value. But if you hold a higher low here, your reward to the all-time high is off the charts. Yeah, you're risking 20% of value on your spot position, and you could make 1,400%. It's a really amazing ROI if it holds a higher low. This is what trading is about. Trading is about probabilities. So if we hold a higher low here, and again, no one knows if we're going to do it or not. No one can predict the future. And if we go to the all-time high, then you're making a 1:63 risk to reward ratio on your loss. So if you invest $1,000 here at the value area low of this MEXC chart, And if you hold a higher low in this red zone, so you don't take out the all-time low, yeah, you're literally risking $200, and your reward on your $200 risk is a 63x increase in value. So based on those numbers, you're looking at 63 times $200. You're looking at $200 risk for a $12,000 profit, just based on those numbers, just on a simple $1,000 spot purchase at this level. Okay, the condition is here you don't take out the all-time low. That's a condition. It's a very simple invalidation. The minute you take the all-time low, I think a lot of people will dump. I think a lot of people will look for the first pump to exit. Yeah, because that would not, and you might get a pump after that, but the pump will be a bearish pump. So even if you take the all-time low, the next pump will be a bearish pump for continuation to the downside, or for this would take much longer to correct. You'd have to basically flatten out here. The moving averages would have to flatten out. There'd have to be a long period of consolidation. You'd have to start putting in higher lows, and you've basically missed the bull market. Best case scenario might be to get back up to the value area, high here, and that's it. Okay, that's if you put in a lower low here. That's the reality of this token. Any pump after a lower low here would be a bearish pump. It wouldn't be a bullish pump, and most people who are caught underwater will be looking to exit. If you put a higher low here, and it would have to be with some kind of volume, effectively what I'm suggesting is that the team have to put their money back into this project. They've taken money out, now they have to put their money back in. If they do that, then this project becomes bullish, because if the team who initially took their money out are putting money back in, it means they believe in themselves, they believe in the project, and therefore you can actually use that as a signal for buying or holding your position. It's really that simple at the moment, and we have to see what happens. No one really knows. Yeah, we have to see if the people who are originally responsible for this project are willing to put their money back. And this is the moment of truth for this project. Is this guy that I originally talked about, is he correct or not? This is the test. This is what we're going to find out. Okay, I don't know. Yeah, which one of these two guys is correct? Is Tom Smits right, or is Blotzuger right? We'll find out. Yeah, and the line in the sand is 25 cents.